conscience. I did not have long to worry. He said to me, in excited tones, something like, "They've cloned a sheep. I thought you should know." Dolly, the world's first mammal cloned from adult cells, was born in early July 1996, but her birth was kept secret until the researchers, Ian Wilmot and colleagues from the Roslin Institute in Scotland, could publish their scientific paper on her. On the Friday before, Nature had sent out its usual press release about its upcoming issue, which included the scientific article on Dolly. Following its usual practice, the story was embargoed until the following Wednesday afternoon, just before the journal's Thursday publication. The distribution of a press release under an embargo is intended to allow journalists time to prepare well-researched stories about an article that will give that article and the journal some immediate publicity. Journalists are expected to respect these embargo dates. Instead, the London Observer, a British newspaper, ran the story as a front-page exclusive in its Sunday, February 23rd edition, and the news flashed immediately around the world. I don't remember what I said to my dean, but I do remember thinking, things are about to get interesting. On Sunday, November 25th, 2018, I had the same reaction. Both times, I was right. This book is my reaction to the He Jiankui experiment, an experiment that feels like a cross between bad fiction and reckless fiasco, shrouded in a deep fog of secrets. Part 1 of the book provides some background to the He Jiankui announcement. Its first chapter describes what He actually did, as much as we know, which is still surprisingly little. The second and third chapters explain human germline genome editing and CRISPR. The fourth and fifth chapters describe the ethical discussions about and legal status of human germline genome editing before November 25, 2018. Part 2 details the revelation of He Jiankui's experiment in November 2018 in the sixth chapter. The seventh and eighth chapters talk about the fallout from those revelations. Part 3 of the book deals with assessments. It weighs the He Jiankui experiment in Chapter 9. Spoiler alert. I conclude it was grossly reckless, irresponsible, immoral, illegal, and probably fattening. Chapter 10 lays out some immediate responses that the scientific community, science in general, should have made, as well as some that China should have done, and describes what has actually been done. Part 4, the final part, asks more broadly about human germline genome editing. Now what? Chapters 11, 12, and 13 look at the technique broadly, not just in the context of the He experiment. Chapter 11 asks whether the technique is inherently bad. I conclude it is not. Chapter 12 looks at other problems human germline genome editing may cause, and Chapter 13 examines the other side of the cost-benefit analysis. Would human germline genome editing be very good for anything? Chapter 14 analyzes what kinds of safety testing we would want to apply if we decided seriously to explore going forward with human germline genome editing. And Chapter 15 weighs the public policy options of a total ban or regulated use before ending by trying to answer how decisions about this technology should be made. And then, at the end, you get the conclusion. This book is not entirely second- and third-hand reporting by me. I was involved importantly in one of the events it discusses, and secondarily in some others. I've followed the discussions closely for over 5 years, and I know personally many of the characters in this play. Whether tragedy or farce remains to be seen. All authors will bring their biases and personalities to their work, intentionally or not. In this case, I am trying to give what is, in many places, an openly personal account of the story. You have been warned. Human germline genome editing invokes many troubling, tricky, and deep